Alright, so just walking around the yard at C1 truck driver training, and thinking about doing a review on this place a little bit later on. But my impressions, I'm week 3 of this place, and this is stuff that's just laying around out on the range. Place is pretty freaking junky, and a lot of the trucks, now granted, you just got a bunch of student drivers, they don't need to be in pristine condition, but you get to review these trucks that got broken shit all over them, are freaking leaking stuff, are missing items, like there's supposed to be mud flaps there, right? I mean, when you do a pre-trip inspection, you definitely see the worst of the worst when you're looking at these fucking trucks. These are bottom of the barrel. And the trucks that, some of these I don't even know if are drivable, but most of them are in use. They may look junky as hell, but they're in use. And then you go to the range, that one there, the hood, you see the hood just almost hanging off of it right there. And anyway, that one over there, I was on the range with that one, and that one leaks exhaust so bad I had a headache from diesel fumes all fucking day, because it has exhaust coming from up out of the bottom of it. That can't be good. There's a leaking axle seal there. Just a bunch of junk. Now, I estimate this program makes about $3.6 million a year just with the number of students we had in there. And this is post-COVID student class sizes, so it's probably about half, because each person had their own little table, 6 feet distance, that kind of thing. And that estimate was made off of that number, $4,500 to come here for 4 weeks, unless you sign your life away to one of the other companies. Nonetheless, few thoughts about this so far. Today's the end of week 1, or I'm sorry, the end of week 3 of 4, and I am not confident about taking my state exam, doing all the things I need to do. I passed the pre-trip inspection test, all that stuff. Passed the test where you inspect all this, point to stuff. Got all that down. Missed that with only 10 points. You can miss up to 27, I think it is. Anyway, moving on. Yeah, the batteries don't even have a box on it. Right there, box cover. But I don't feel like I'm getting, I'm only here for a total of 20 days. $4,500 paid cash, so I can be a freelance, so I can be in here and not roped in. I want to get a job that's a home daily job. So when I get done here, I can apply for a home daily job. But the problem is, most days, you're sitting in a classroom. Now, the first week we had an instructor with classroom and slideshow, and it felt like a real class. From then on, they call your name and who you're paired up with. You either are going out on the range and doing something, or you're sitting there until lunch. Well, for the most part, almost every single day has been on self-study. Now, that's okay to a point. Week 2, that's okay, I guess, because I'm still studying my pre-trip inspection. However, even though I'm coming out here to a truck, I'm reviewing the paper, I'm reading the paper out loud, I'm coming out here, popping the hood on this thing, going through doing a full inspection of this, and then I'm done. That's the first 2 hours, and you're still sitting there for another 2 hours till lunchtime, just watching YouTube videos or whatever, hopefully, and if you're smart, it's something related to trucking. And then you go to lunch for an hour and you come back and you're on the range, you're paired up with your instructor. You get in that truck for 15 minutes. You got 4 people. and you may be up twice, maybe. I mean, once lunch is done and once break is done, you don't come straight out here to the range. All the instructors come out of their booth, and then they sit for another 5-10 minutes shooting the shit and smoking cigarettes out there on the back lot. So my experience here so far has been a whole lot of diesel exhaust inhalation and secondhand smoke. I mean, if you were to drug test me right now, that's what you would get. Diesel exhaust and nicotine is what you'd find in my bloodstream right now. And I'm trying to weigh this out. They're not really going about to make me a good driver. I'm trying to make a career out of this. And all I see is them giving the bare minimum. I mean, I got some passes given to me on maneuvers. You know, you're supposed to do a straight back, you're supposed to do an offset back, and then you're supposed to do a parallel. Well, I did them with assistance, you know, with a guy standing out there doing this, you know, and not really doing it by myself without assistance. Now, yesterday I went out, I was sitting there brewing because I'm fucking in that room again for 4 hours until lunch. So I got out here and I'm ready to get in this damn truck and practice what I've been watching on videos and practice what I think I've been doing wrong, you know, because it's been so long since I've been in the truck. I get out there, and because I'm in a pissy mood, pissed off, and this I don't know if it's because this tractor's leaking or whatever, but I mess up every single thing. I can't keep this truck straight for nothing. I can't back it up. I'm missing my marks. I know what I'm looking for. I can put it into words, how I'm supposed to get the back of the trailer over to there. And I know what I'm supposed to be aiming for. And I know what I'm supposed to be seeing in my side mirrors. But I couldn't do it in that truck. I don't know if I'm high on exhaust fumes or what. Or if it's a different turn radius on that truck. I was working on that truck over there, the one with its hood. They got some nice stickers. They say latch it or crack it. Talking about the hood being latched, but yeah, half these hood latches are broken and they don't latch at all. Some of them, a lot of them are missing their reflective tape and freaking markers and all that stuff. Leaking wheel seals. Some of these air leak, you do the air leak test on the air brakes, they lose more than 4 psi really quickly. And then you got to, you know, rev it up and get that air pressure back so you can practice your maneuver, and that's taken away from your schooling. But I got out there and I'm trying to do this maneuver, and the freaking instructor wasn't even watching me. He's off talking to the other students, joking and cutting up, and I'm out here struggling. You know, I'm not one of these people that's just trying to slide and get on by and get a free pass. I want to master this stuff. I want to know. I want to feel confident. I don't want to kill somebody in an 80,000 pound vehicle. I'm going to be going over on that side. Supposed to be going over there this week and doing a test. They do the state exams here. This is the driving range, and then they do the state exams over there. Next week, as soon as next week, I should be going over there to take my state exam. That means going through 3 maneuvers: straight back, offset, and parallel park. And, you know, I'm not confident about none of it. And then on the road, I've gone on the road twice, drove 7 miles on the road, and I'm not confident on my double clutch shifting, especially when it comes to downshifting and gear recovery. I was grinding them. And he's like, oh, it's okay. It's only your second time being, okay, fine. I need my 3rd time. I need my 4th time. I sat in a classroom for 4 hours doing nothing. I should have been on the range driving. And then in the second half, I should have been on the range doing maneuvers or on the road driving. I'm paying $225 a day, $4,500 to go here for 4 weeks. That's 20 days. That's $225 a day. I don't feel like I'm learning $225 or even getting $225 worth of value a day, especially when I'm sitting in that classroom over half of the day. And Some days I won't even be there the second half of the day. I won't be there immediately after lunch. It'll be after break, after lunch. And that's 2 o'clock. We're done at 4. I mean, it is ridiculous. I feel like they've got enough instructors and enough operating trucks to do this. It's just they're not either giving us enough repetition or not getting us in. I don't know what the problem is here, but I'm not real confident about going to testing next week. Now, I'm going to continue my review next week and see if I get any kind of not private tutoring, but the one guy said, hey, today we're going to work on your straight back. Okay, great. That's what I feel like I need some help with, because if I can line something up straight, I can see what's in my rear views and line up my points and get that bad boy in there. I thought I had some confidence when I was driving that red truck over there. But when I get into that truck over there, I don't know what's wrong, what's different. Other than the exhaust fumes and maybe a different size range, I don't know. But I'm not lining it up, and I'm not happy about it. I got to be able to drive this for a living. Anyway, more on this to come. C1 Training, Driver Mojo. We out.